So the Apostle Paul, speaking about the balanced spiritual, spirit-filled life in Romans 12, he makes this statement in verse 6. Whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith. And prophesying, it's about preaching really, mainly in the New Testament. And he's saying something very important. He's saying, prophesy according to the proportion of faith. And that is a huge, very, very powerful rule of the Christian life, not only applicable for preachers, not only applicable for those who minister with the word in any capacity, teachers or evangelists, but this is a huge guardrail for all of us believers. And this is why I believe it to be so important and so useful. This is why I'm speaking about it. It's a very clear regulator in a way. Now, I just want to paint a bad picture, okay? So if you have a religious system in your church, if it's a religious thing, and even in a living church, people form religious systems. They form religious bubbles that need to be burst sometimes with the word, and God help us for that to happen, because if we get stuck in it, oh man, it can destroy our life. Even in the midst of a living, spirit-filled, beautiful New Testament Bible-based church, I can just start living in a silly religious bubble, and then oh gosh, it's it just takes away so much from all of us, time and heart and ministry and so much more. Don't even want to go there. But a religious system loves performance. Okay, that's what it lives on. Spirituality, quote unquote spirituality, because it's not real. Spirituality is about making things that you say sound deeper, louder, more anointed, the right words, spiritual words, like we are a grace-oriented church, so you say grace a lot without actually knowing what the heck you're talking about. Stuff like that. And the idea is only that I speak like that to impress others, okay? And that's awful. Some people even pressure themselves, they expect themselves to sound more deep, more spiritual. Okay, you get my point. I'm sure you know that this is possible for us. And just on a psychological level, this is exhausting. This is exhausting for believers, and spiritually, it is very, very dangerous. If your faith is on this level, but then you try to project a ministry on this level, okay? So you're here and you're pretending to be here, then because you want to impress others, then that's just hypocrisy, okay? Okay, I don't want to go more into it. I just want to speak about the hypocrisy. You're speaking to the church, but there is no faith behind it. There is no actual faith. Your performance is going further than your faith could take you. Okay, and this is a lousy situation for everyone, you included. That's an environment where there is, there's like an inflation going on, okay? You are devaluing spirituality because you're just speaking. You think you're speaking here. Everybody thinks you're speaking here, but you're really just, you're just here. And this is your ministry. I say more than I believe. I say more than I know. I say more than I actually have learned myself, have lived myself. And God help us with that. To not to be that way. But authenticity means that you stay in the guardrails where your relationship is with Christ today. And maybe I don't want to say. I mean, I could say more about it. I don't want to say more about it now because it's just a morning jolt. It's a morning thought. But I think it's a very deep point, and it deserves it merits meditation. And I just want to encourage you to turn it around in your heart. Sure, there is another side to that same coin. I didn't go into that. Don't want to go into that now. But God bless your day, and I hope that this adds to your walk with the Lord.